Let's get focused, man. We got a fight to worry about here. Good money, good money.
For every boxing story of a blockbuster that's delayed,
I love it, Tank. I love it.
there's also considerable risk built in for champions who turn to other challengers.
Dancing with the stars, baby. Dancing with the stars.
He's in thought right now, and that's what I'm looking at. So right now, I just want to see what he brings to us. We just got off the plane. You know, a lot of work yesterday from the interviews and stuff, so I want to see how he react. 2 sparring partners, and rounds is unknown.
All right, y'all. Let's go. Bang!
When they watch us in here working, they saying we going bang, 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 bang.
There you go. Good. There you go.
When he get in that ring, he's on a mission. Because he understands that he got to put his pants on, training wheels going. You got what you asked for. Let's get it now. Slow it down.
We're just 4 weeks out from one of the biggest boxing events of the year, Jake Paul versus Gervonta Tank Davis, and word from Tank's camp is that things are getting seriously intense.
Oh, good rim, good rim. I like the way y'all jump right back in it. That's right. Make them jokers move. Make them jokers move. Oh, I love what I hear. Y'all making them sing.
For most of Davis's celebrated career, Ford and other trusted advisors remained in control. But now, those in camp can sense a shift in command,
Make them jokers move.
as the fighter himself begins to oversee everything, while aiming at the destiny he alone must fulfill.
There you go. I go there. Give it up for him.
Sources say Davis is fully locked in, no jokes, no TikToks, no distractions. He's taking Jake as seriously as a world title opponent. And here's the crazy part, rumor has it Tank's been sparring with heavyweights, the kind of big hitters who push his strength and stamina to the limit. Because Jake Paul isn't just another influencer chasing views anymore, he's got real size, real power, and real belief in himself.
Even his shots upstairs here, that's still a body shot on Jake Paul. Everything's a body shot he's throwing. Even when he's changing the levels of the shot, that's a body shot, that's a body shot, that's a body shot.
And Team Davis is well aware of it. Leaked clips and reports show Tank pushing himself harder than ever, swapping technical drills for raw strength training, heavy lifting, intense sparring, and an endless grind. The mission is simple: build power and toughness without losing his trademark speed.
I see a guy that's targeting the body, and it's the best thing that Tank could do for this fight. I mean, trying to go headshot for headshot with Jake Paul when he's probably 7 inches taller than.
But it's a massive gamble for Tank, who naturally fights at 135 pounds. This time, he's moving up to a 195-pound limit and fighting under 12-ounce gloves.
So you're going to have to be able to land shots right there on the waistline. And it's probably the best idea if you actually want to knock Jake out in this fight, if you actually want a game plan, because again, it's an exhibition, but if you want a game plan to get him out of there, you have to attack them.
That's a 60-pound leap into dangerous territory. Fans are impressed by the bold move, but critics warn that adding too much bulk could slow him down and weaken his biggest asset, the explosive power that's made him one of boxing's most feared knockout artists.
If Tank can make him miss, get inside, work the body, make him pay there, head movement off center, pivot out, be slick, and do it again and again and again, that is when we could see a potential Tank Davis.
And just when it seemed like Tank's training couldn't get any crazier, Sean Porter stepped in with stories straight out of a war zone. Porter said sparring with Gervonta wasn't about learning, it was about confirming everything people say about him. In other words, everything you've heard Tank can do, he really does, and faster than you can react. He's like a muscle-built strategist, powerful, smart, and fiercely competitive in every single round.
It wasn't a learning experience, it was just confirmation. Like, I knew Tank was as good as he is and could do everything that he can do. He's strong, super competitive. He loves this sport, and he has all of the recipes to be everything that he's been.
Porter even said he couldn't help but smile while sparring with him, and when a former world champ says that, Tank's on another level. But Porter didn't just praise his power, he highlighted Tank's sharp boxing IQ, something people often overlook because he's not much of a talker. In the ring, he studies opponents like a machine, figuring them out round by round. Porter admitted it himself, Tank might start slow, but once he hits that gear, it's game over.
With power, I mean, it just goes on and on and on. I saw all that right live in action with him. And the funny thing was, you know, because of our size differential and because I was at the end of my camp, to me, it was just, let me get in here and get these rounds in. But along the way, my heart was smiling. I'm like, yep, he's everything I thought.
You could practically hear Porter saying, good luck trying to outthink that guy. It's like playing chess against the person who created the game. And right after Porter's comments, Wade Plemons stepped in with some solid evidence. He noted how quiet Jake's camp has been, almost like they're keeping everything locked down. But that one clip of Ray Ford training said a lot. Wade broke it down, pointing out the coaching cues: high guard, body work, slip more, and then compared it to Tank's bag work. Non-stop body shots, level changes, and sharp combinations from hooks to uppercuts.
Clip right here. Jake Paul doing some work with Ray Ford. Ray Ford, an 18-1-1 super featherweight, only lost to Nick Ball, where, there's music playing, so I can't really put it out there, but I'm not exactly sure what they're going over. Jake looks to his team. He's like, maybe I got to get my head off center line more. And then Ray puts like the high guard up, like, hey, when you're here, when you're here, don't even do that and go to the bot.
I like how Wade connects film study to real fight strategy. You don't have to spell it out to see the plan. Tank's clearly drilling ways to handle a bigger opponent up close, controlling the clinch, lifting the chin, and countering when Jake leans too hard on his right. Wade also broke down Jake's footwork, noting how he gets too wide and off balance when loading up a flaw. Tank's team is definitely highlighting in red. To put it bluntly and with a laugh, if you're Jake and that mistake's caught in slow motion, it's not bad luck, it's basically a flashing sign that says, hit me here.
Bigger Tank looks. Now again, he is a small, sleight of frame, statured individual to begin with. Tank is a very small guy. If you blinked, you might think this young man right here is Tank Davis. No, I'm playing. But Tank is, he's smaller, and this is why this fight is an exhibition and why it's a bit of a shot in the dark as to, why you even do something like this. But we all know it's a lot of money being involved, and XYZ both.
We all know Tank isn't just throwing flashy combinations. Wade perfectly explains that Tank's focused on punishing bigger punchers when they overreach, clinch, overhook, uppercut, explode. Wade sees two possible outcomes. Either Jake uses his size to control the pace and apply steady pressure, or Tank times a counter, catches him off balance, and cashes in with a knockout. And honestly, we'll take Tank's accuracy and timing over raw power any day. Still, Wade keeps it real. It could go either way. That's what makes this so exciting. It's smart, brutal, and exactly the kind of chess match that reminds you why boxing debates never get old.
You see Jake, they're already, I love this. They're anticipating Jake in the clinch, looking to, again, put his body weight on Tank, bigger man, use his size, lean on you, weigh on you. You see the post in the frame from Tank. Post frame, hold, bang. Lead hand up.
And just when Wade Plemons had the boxing world buzzing, Lamont Roach Sr. came in and dropped bombs of his own. He sat down and flat out said, yeah, Tank's retired and we're the reason. Bro didn't just close the chapter, he tore up the whole book. Roach called out Tank for breaching contracts, skipping the rematch, and leaving them hanging mid-camp like some messy breakup. You could feel that mix of frustration and cool confidence, that we're good though energy. It was the tone of a man who knows his fighter's stock just shot up while the other guy's chilling in exhibition mode. And the way he said it, calm, sharp, and straight-faced, you could tell he wasn't bluffing. That's someone who truly believes his fighter's the new problem in town and dares anyone, even Tank, to prove him wrong.
Retirement and people observing that he might be a little checked out, that probably more than not, we're not going to get it.
We checked him out. So if that's the case, we checked him out. And if he retired, Well, wish him the best in his retired life. So I don't think we get it, being realistic. But if we do,
But let's be honest, when Roach Sr. said they were lined up to fight in June, then August, and only found out Tank pulled out through social media like everyone else, I lost it. That's insane. Imagine being mid-camp, grinding for a career-defining fight, and Instagram's the one to break the news. Still, Roach handled it like a pro, no drama, no complaints, just pure confidence. You can tell he's still got something to prove to Tank, but his focus is locked on Cruz, not the past. And when he said, "We retired Tank," that line hit hard. It'll either age perfectly or blow up in his face after December, but that's what belief sounds like. He's moving like a man already writing his next chapter while Tank's somewhere flipping through his old one on vacation.
If you had a chance to just run into him, what would you tell him?
Man, I got no words for Tank, to be honest with you. You know, that ship sailed. Tank doing him, we doing us. You know, it's nothing for me to talk. Like, he would listen anyway. So, Tank beat and dances to his own drum and music. So, we not worried about him. Not worried speaking to him. Not worried about him speaking.
And the best part? Roach Sr. didn't sound like a guy trying to hype a pay-per-view. He sounded like someone who's over the drama. You could hear that calm confidence in his voice, the kind that comes from surviving the politics and still standing tall. It's that we don't chase, we replace mindset, and honestly, you have to respect it. He basically said, if Tank's done, that's fine, we'll keep things moving. Cold, but clean. No trash talk, just steady belief. Roach knows his son's fight with Pitbull Cruz isn't just another matchup, it's a statement for the next generation. And if they pull it off at 140, that we retired Tank line might not sound like talk anymore, it might sound like the truth.
Cruz is the one, you know, for us to go up fighting for a 30-pound championship, a 35-pound championship, now a 40-pound championship. It's rarely done, if ever, in like a 3-fight span. So we want to be one of the guys that leave us a stain, a legacy in this.
So here we are, Tank's locked in like a man on a mission, Jake's keeping things quiet and unpredictable, and Roach Sr. is out here adding fuel with that we retired Tank energy. You can feel the tension building. Boxing's in that wild stretch where every quote, sparring clip, and rumor adds to the chaos. And honestly, that's the beauty of it, egos, timing, and truth all colliding under the lights. Jake wants to prove muscle can match skill, while Tank's out to show that IQ and defense still rule the game. Meanwhile, Roach Sr. keeps things interesting when the cameras aren't rolling. But now it's on you, who's really got the edge? Drop your take in the comments, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Boxing Headquarters. Catch you in the next one.